Pisces, the universe is whispering, not shouting. On October 26th and 27th, silence becomes your superpower. While others speak too soon, you'll move in stillness. And that's exactly when destiny starts rearranging itself in your favor. These are the two most mystical days of 2025 for you. The Moon, Neptune, and Pluto align to open what astrologers call the silent miracle window, a cosmic gate where your inner vibration speaks louder than words. So stay with me until the end, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn how silence turns into manifestation, how divine timing reveals your breakthrough, and how the world will soon see the new you rising from the quiet. 1. The moon of silence. When stillness speaks louder than words, Pisces. When the rest of the world is talking, you'll be listening. Not with your ears, but with your soul. During October 26th to 27th, the moon passes through the sacred 12th house of your chart, a realm that belongs to you, Pisces. It's the house of dreams, intuition, hidden wisdom, and divine connection. This is not the time to chase answers, argue for your beliefs, or demand signs. It's the time when the universe speaks through you. Yeah, if you're quiet enough to hear it. If you've been feeling lost lately, wondering why your manifestations seemed delayed or your prayers went unanswered, this lunation is your turning point. Silence does not mean you've been ignored. It means the universe was aligning everything behind the scenes. Your angels, guides, and ancestors have been in strategy mode, rearranging divine timing so that when your breakthrough comes, it's not small, it's spectacular. You Pisces are ruled by Neptune, the planet of mysticism, intuition, and dreams. When the moon meets Neptune, the veil between dimensions thins. Your third eye opens wider. Your sensitivity, already powerful, becomes almost prophetic. You might notice you're finishing people's sentences, hearing songs that answer your thoughts, or dreaming of people who call you the next morning. That's not coincidence, it's confirmation. This is a psychic upgrade disguised as stillness. Your higher self is downloading new codes, rewriting old fears, and tuning your energy to a higher frequency. The only requirement is silence. Not as escape, but as activation. Because here's the cosmic truth. If you speak too soon, you scatter your power. When you share every dream before it's formed, you invite energy that isn't ready to understand it. When you defend your vision before it's solid, you weaken its field. This moon teaches you the sacred art of incubation. Your miracle is gestating. Protect it like a seed underground. You don't need to convince anyone. You don't even need to announce what's changing. The vibration itself is doing the work. Imagine a seed under the soil. No one can see its progress, yet it's silently breaking open, roots spreading, life forming. That's you right now, Pisces. Unseen by the surface world, but expanding beyond imagination. The power of this moon is not in motion, it's in magnetism. You'll feel it physically, the chills down your spine, the tingling crown, the strange calm that replaces anxiety. Those sensations aren't random. They're proof that your soul is syncing with higher frequencies. The moon is sextile Pluto, the transformer of the zodiac, which turns your silence into strength. While others react to chaos, you'll respond with clarity. While others speak from fear, you'll radiate certainty. This is what happens when divine alignment replaces effort. Toxic habits will fade out without confrontation. People who no longer match your vibration will quietly drift away. Even your inner critic will go quiet because it knows it's no longer in control. So, during these 2 sacred days, protect your energy. Don't over-explain your feelings. Don't post everything online. Don't argue to be understood. Instead, spend time with music that moves your spirit. Light a candle, write your intentions, and listen, really listen, to what your higher self whispers in the stillness. The universe often hides its biggest blessings in silence because that's where the chosen ones learn to hear. And you, Pisces, are one of them. Remember, The ocean doesn't roar to prove it's powerful. Its silence holds everything within it. So when the noise around you grows louder, choose stillness. When others rush, move slower. When fear tells you to speak, smile instead. Because between October 26th and 27th, your silence is your spell. Your calm is your protection. And your peace is your greatest power. 2. The hidden alignment. Neptune and Pluto rewrite your destiny. While the world rushes toward noise and chaos, something far deeper is unfolding beneath the surface for you. Pisces. Something cosmic, silent, and irreversible. Behind the curtain of ordinary life, two celestial titans, Neptune and Pluto, are weaving what astrologers call a once-in-a-century alignment. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, but it's life-altering. These two slow-moving planets are not about surface changes. They are the architects of destiny, and right now they're rebuilding yours. For you, Pisces, this is deeply personal. Neptune is your ruler, the planet that governs your dreams, spirituality, compassion, and higher consciousness. It's the energy that makes you intuitive, empathic, and magnetic to the unseen. Pluto, on the other hand, represents transformation, death, and rebirth. It's the alchemist that burns away what's false so the authentic can rise. When these two forces merge between October 26th and 27th, they don't simply change your circumstances, they rewrite the blueprint of your soul. This is what I call your cosmic rewrite. You may notice strange sensations, deep fatigue, emotional waves, vivid dreams, or flashes of old memories. These are not random. They're part of a massive energetic detox. Pluto is cleansing out lifetimes of karmic residue, the fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs that once defined your identity. Neptune, meanwhile, is soothing you through it, bathing your energy in divine compassion. You are not being broken down, you're being remade. It might feel emotional, yes. You might cry for no clear reason. You might suddenly forgive someone who hurt you years ago. You might feel old dreams falling away, not because you failed, but because you've outgrown them. That's how the universe works. What once fit your vibration no longer does. And then, almost without warning, something shifts. A conversation, a dream, or a quiet moment reveals a new direction. Maybe a friend says something that unlocks a truth you've always known. Maybe you wake up one morning with a sudden certainty about your purpose. Or maybe something you thought was ending turns out to be a divine redirection. That's Neptune and Pluto in perfect harmony, dissolving the illusion so your higher path can emerge. In ancient astrology, this alignment was known as the baptism of light. It represented purification through emotion, when the soul surrenders the past and emerges cleansed, radiant, reborn. So if you feel raw, don't resist it. Every tear is washing away an old frequency that no longer serves your evolution. What follows is peace. Deep, sacred peace. You'll start to feel lighter. The mental noise will fade. You'll find yourself saying, I don't know how, but I know it's going to be okay. That calm is the proof of transformation. Here's what's remarkable. Those who once doubted you, those who questioned your worth or your timing, will soon witness something they can't explain. Your energy will shift, your presence will command respect, and your manifestations will begin aligning effortlessly. But your breakthrough won't arrive with applause. It will unfold quietly like dawn, one small light at a time, until everything is illuminated. Money, opportunities, relationships, healing. They'll begin to show up, not because you're chasing them, but because you've become a match for them. Understand this truth, Pisces. Pluto never destroys what is true. It only burns away the illusion. The old patterns that collapse now are simply timelines that cannot follow you into your ascended reality. And Neptune, your ruler, ensures that you evolve with compassion. It softens the edges of endings and replaces bitterness with divine acceptance. You rise gracefully, not vengefully. So as this hidden alignment peaks, let go of resistance. Trust the changes. Trust the endings. They are not punishments, they are precision. Because by the time the world catches up, you'll already be living in the future. A future written not by fear, but by your reborn soul. 3. Note 8. The breakthrough. You didn't see coming, Pisces. Miracles don't always crash into your life with thunder and lightning. Sometimes they glide in like soft waves, quiet but unstoppable. That's exactly the energy surrounding October 27th, when the moon unites with Jupiter, your ancient ruler, opening what astrologers call a divine expansion portal. This is one of those rare alignments where the universe bends the rules in your favor, but only if your heart, thoughts, and vibration are aligned with faith, not fear. During this window, your energy field amplifies. Every emotion, every thought, every whisper of intention becomes a seed, one that immediately begins constructing the next chapter of your life. That's why these 2 days, October 26th to 27th, are so critical. The cosmic air is alive with potential. What you think, you manifest. What you believe, you build. And what you fear, you feed. So be intentional. Be mindful. Keep your words minimal and your frequency high. The universe is taking notes on your inner dialogue, not your outer performance. It's less about what you say and more about what you mean. This alignment between the moon and Jupiter is like a cosmic megaphone. It magnifies your vibration. If your heart is rooted in gratitude and expectancy, your manifestations will bloom like wildflowers overnight. But if your mind is clouded by doubt, it will amplify that too. That's why silence becomes your strategy. Stillness becomes your superpower. Jupiter governs blessings, expansion, and divine timing. It rules abundance, both spiritual and material. When it merges with the moon, the planet of emotions and intuition, it turns your inner world into a manifestation laboratory. The unseen becomes seen, the imagined becomes tangible. And here's the beautiful twist. Your breakthrough won't arrive through chaos, it won't be forced or dramatic. It will glide in through the path of least resistance. The door that was jammed suddenly opens. The email you've been waiting for finally arrives. The relationship that ended resurfaces in clarity or closure. Money starts to flow again, not because you fought for it, yes, but because you aligned with it. That's the mark of a Pisces miracle. It feels effortless, it's subtle, elegant. But once it happens, nothing goes back to the way it was. For some Pisces, this breakthrough may take the form of a career or financial upgrade. A creative idea that once felt half-baked will suddenly feel ready. You'll have the clarity, courage, and cosmic backing to launch it. For others, it might be an emotional liberation, the quiet end of an anxiety cycle that's haunted you for years. You'll wake up one morning, breathe deeply, and realize the heaviness is gone. You may not be able to explain it, because miracles rarely come with logic. You'll just feel a deep knowing that everything is finally working for you, not against you. Astrologically, what's happening is profound. Jupiter, your ruler, expands everything it touches. And when paired with Neptune's intuitive waters, it forms an energetic amplifier that responds instantly to your belief system. If you radiate peace, the universe mirrors it back through people, opportunities, and divine timing. That's why you must speak carefully, think clearly, and choose faith consciously. Because right now, your words and emotions are writing your next 6 months. So when someone questions your calm or mistakes your silence for passivity, smile. They don't realize your energy is working overtime behind the scenes. You're not ignoring the world, you're co-creating with it. The stillness you hold is a language the universe understands perfectly. Think of yourself as standing before a cosmic doorway. Behind it lies everything you've prayed for: abundance, love, purpose, peace. The door doesn't need to be kicked open. It opens with alignment, When you believe it's yours, it unlocks itself. You'll notice the signs immediately. Numbers repeating, 111, 222, 888. Songs that seem to speak directly to you. Messages, dreams, or people showing up at divine timing. All are breadcrumbs confirming that your vibration has shifted. By the end of this weekend, the energy around you will change in unmistakable ways. Maybe a long-awaited response finally comes through. Maybe a situation you thought was over suddenly turns in your favor. Or maybe, without external proof, you just know it's already handled. That knowing is your breakthrough. That peace is the proof. And once you feel it, the manifestation is already in motion. Money begins to move, creative doors open, emotional blocks dissolve, opportunities seem to find you instead of the other way around. Because the truth, Pisces, is that your miracle was never delayed, and it was simply aligning with the higher version of you that could hold it. So say less, believe more. Let your silence be the frequency that calls everything home. The world may think you're waiting. The universe knows you're receiving. Your miracle doesn't need an announcement. It only needed your alignment. 4. The rebirth of the chosen ones. Pisces, your entire life has been preparing you for this moment. The rebirth of the chosen ones. You've always carried a sacred vibration, one that feels both heavy and holy. You feel what others cannot, heal what others hide, and dream what others doubt. That's your divine signature. But even healers must pass through the fire. And October 26th to 27th is that final flame of transformation. These 2 days represent the closing of one energetic chapter and the dawning of a higher identity. Pluto, the planet of death and resurrection, is now crowning you with resilience, while Neptune, your ruler, pours divine love into your spirit like holy water. Together, they dissolve the final fragments of your old identity, the versions of you that carried guilt, overgave energy, or chased validation. You may feel strange sensations, a lightness in your chest, tears that come without reason, or even an empty stillness inside. Don't mistake this emptiness for loss. It's space. The space where your higher self finally takes the wheel. When you stop fighting the current and allow the cosmic tide to guide you, you'll realize you were never drowning. You were being reborn. This phase is what astrologers call the phoenix cycle. The phoenix doesn't fear the fire because it knows it's not an ending. It's an evolution. Everything you've lost this year, friendships, jobs, opportunities, even old versions of yourself, were karmic extractions, not punishments. The universe was removing density so your soul could hold more light. What was taken wasn't a loss, it was clearance for divine replacement. From October 27th forward, the energy shifts dramatically. People will begin to sense something different about you. Your aura becomes magnetic, calm, and commanding all at once. You won't have to prove yourself. Your energy will speak before you do. Doors will open without effort. Opportunities will align themselves with your presence. You'll attract people who resonate with your soul rather than your survival wounds. You'll also notice that certain things no longer appeal to you. Gossip, meaningless chatter, drama. Your vibration has outgrown them. You'll crave deeper conversations, creative pursuits, spiritual truth, and authentic love. This is your higher destiny activating. Spiritually, this marks the awakening of the Pisces collective, the tribe of dreamers, empaths, and visionaries who came to Earth to raise the frequency through compassion. Your silence now becomes medicine for others. When chaos surrounds you, your peace will recalibrate the energy of entire rooms. People won't understand how you do it, but they'll feel it. You'll inspire through presence, not preaching. Through grace, not argument. Through stillness, not spectacle. That is spiritual mastery. The moment your energy heals more than your words ever could. This rebirth also transforms how you manifest. Before, you may have struggled to attract things because your energy was divided. Part of you believed, part of you doubted. Now, that inner split is gone. You are whole, and the universe always mirrors wholeness. When you embody peace, manifestation becomes instantaneous. You'll think of something, and it will find you. You'll desire something, and it will already be in motion. That's because resistance has finally dissolved. The space that used to be filled with fear is now open for miracles. And here's the profound truth. Your breakthrough was never about what happens around you. It's what awakens within you. You've shifted from seeking energy to being energy. You're no longer the empath who absorbs. You're the alchemist who transforms. Every emotion you process now sends ripples of healing through the collective. You're no longer reacting to the world. You're rewriting it with your frequency. So during these 2 sacred days, let yourself step back. Don't rush, don't explain, don't justify the stillness. You are not being passive, you're being prophetic. The universe is rearranging everything to match your upgraded vibration. Sit with yourself. Journal your insights. Light a candle for the versions of you that tried so hard to survive, and thank them for bringing you this far. You're not losing them, you're integrating them. The miracle is already unfolding. The energy you've prayed for isn't coming to you, and it's rising through you. From this moment on, Pisces, you are the calm in the storm, the healer in the chaos, the mirror that reflects divine truth in a world that forgot how to see. Your silence is now your crown. Your peace is your proof, and your rebirth, it's the soundless thunder that will shake the world awake. Pisces, as October 26th to 27th unfolds, remember this. The loudest energy rarely wins. The calmest always does. Your silence is not weakness. It's divine confirmation that you're finally aligned with destiny. You don't need to prove your worth, chase validation, or explain your path. Everything meant for you will locate you through frequency, not force. So when the world asks why you're quiet, smile, because your spirit is busy rebuilding the masterpiece they'll soon witness. The silent miracle has already begun, and by the time the next lunar cycle arrives, your life will reflect everything you silently prayed for. If this message resonated, type in the comments, "I choose silence. My miracle has begun." Claim it. Speak it once, then let the universe echo it 1,000 times back. Because you, Pisces, are no longer waiting for miracles. You are the miracle.